Hello everyone, Meepa here, trying to make your Monday a little better and maybe even something to look forward to. Here we have what is kind of a part 2 of last week's video. If you haven't seen it, hopefully I'll remember to put a link into the description and you can look at it there. But that's not the point right now. We're talking about this week's drawing. So, in case you haven't seen last week's video yet, I will give a brief explanation now. I had a small webcomic idea that required me to do a little bit of character design. Now, in this comic, there are only 2 characters, pretty much. Anyone else that was very briefly mentioned in the webcomic didn't really require any form of like reference page or anything or testing. Kind of just did that as I went because they showed up like once. So the only 2 characters that are really seen are the ones that are on this drawing here. Now, it is a small comic, as I said. In fact, I already have the sketch phase done of all the pages, and I am aware that there are only 11 pages to this little webcomic thing. So, I didn't push myself too hard on the reference pages since I already knew pretty much their entire design, and it was just pretty clear in my head. So, the only reference I have is what you all are going to see here. So, something that I did not have figured out in last week's video was the names. But now, I have the names figured out. If you looked in the description of last week's video, or if you just looked at the title and figured it out, I ended up naming the sheep character that is on the left of this drawing. Their name is Babs. And then the character that I'm drawing in this video, their name is Tawny. Now, I am still not going to go too deep into the like lore or anything that goes into this little webcomic, because I don't want to spoil anything, and since it's small, if I spoil any of it, it feels like I'm spoiling a lot of it, because there's only 11 pages, which is insane to me. I have never gotten myself to make a story that short, but you know, this is where we're at. I made it small because I wanted to just test out the making of webcomics, because I've never gotten to really do that before, and now I'm getting to, so isn't that fun? So, anyway, about the actual drawing that you see. This is Tawny. Tawny is going to be Babs' friend. Babs was based off of a sheep, or ram, as I mentioned last week. Tawny is based off of an owl, and that gave me a wonderful excuse to look at adorable owl pictures. I thoroughly enjoyed myself getting to just have this excuse to look at owl pictures. Like, owls are so cute. Like, have any of you ever just taken time to Google owls and then just look at pictures of them? They're so cute. Like, unless you come across one where they're like eating a mouse or something, they're all really cute. And I didn't have the experience of seeing any of the owls actively eating. So I just saw like these cute little pictures of owls just sitting there and looking wise as they do. Like, they're so cute. But anyway, I just want like an owl rant. Tawny's based off an owl. She gave me the excuse to look at owls. So, with Tawny, I wanted to go a little bit out of my comfort zone. something I've been noticing with my characters is they all have like the same body shape, and so my goal was to not do that with Tawny. And I'd say I succeeded. She is not like what I usually do, and I'm quite proud of that. And overall, with both of the designs, since I didn't do my little like grayscale part first, because for neither of them did I have the energy to deal with that many layers, because those layers add up, I ended up just going to the color layer and lowering the saturation completely so that I could just make little adjustments here and there as kind of a shortcut way of doing it. And in the end, I am happy with both of their designs. I'd say I am pretty good at drawing Babs. I love Babs' child design. They are so cute. But I didn't feature that here. I just did a small like sketch of them in my sketchbook. And Tawny, I like Tawny's design. I will say I like Tawny's design. I am very happy with how it turned out. I am a little less confident drawing Tawny, but the thing is, since I gave them a different body shape than I'm used to, that's kind of to be expected. And I'm just gonna have to get used to it. And I'm sure that by the time I get to page 11, I'll have it. I'm sure. I hope. Hopefully it all goes well. I'm sure it'll be fine. I still have like little points where I am nervous about how this webcomic is turning out. I am only working on page 2. So I have goals of when I want to get it out, but I'm not making any promises. Although I do have goals. And I will get it out as soon as possible. And I love working on it so far, so I am really putting a lot of time into it. So yeah, there's that. I've rambled enough for this video, and I'm just going to stop talking so I can start working on the webcomic again. So I'm gonna go do that. While I do that, I hope you all have an amazing week, everybody. Goodbye!